Hey guys. Okay, not the ideal situation. This is the e-learning for Wednesday, March 18th. Again, I am available from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. We have pretty much been asked to stick to that schedule. So after 3 o'clock, probably not going to do a whole lot of responding. So you need to get to me before 3 o'clock with any questions that you have over the assignment. The assignments for the entire 8 days are going to be pretty similar in the way that it goes. You'll have this little video to begin with, then you'll have a small reading, and then you'll have questions to do over that reading. So heads up, it's going to kind of run the same way for all 8 days. You'll just have different reading comprehension things that we are working on. So for today, it's Inference, and we will kind of get into that next. So what is inference? It's defined as the process of drawing a conclusion based on the available evidence and then any previous knowledge or experience that you have as a reader. So it's just questions are the type of questions that make you read between the lines, as I have said before. You are required to make educated guesses, as the answer is not going to be stated explicitly. Again, you're reading between the lines. You must use clues from the text, coupled with your own experiences to draw a logical conclusion. Okay, so for example, he placed his hand firmly on her back and ushered her hurriedly out the door. Yes, 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 I will call you soon to set up another meeting. I will, George said, punctuating the end of this sentence with a firmly shut door. So in this little piece of text, the writer is not explicitly or plainly stating that the man in the story wants to get rid of the person he is addressing, but he does imply that that is the case through the action that he describes. So that is inference. When you make the assumption that he's trying to get rid of that person quickly, that's inference. All right, second example. The young woman walked a bit hesitantly towards the famous cozy Italian restaurant. She did not believe the excuse her parents gave her for having to meet her at the restaurant instead of at their house. To make matters worse, she was a bit grumpy because she was still catching up on the sleep that she lost during exam time. She noticed some cars that looked familiar in the parking lot. As soon as she walked through the door, she heard, "Surprise!" So the text says she did not believe the excuse her parents gave her. But I know from experience and reading between the lines that sometimes if people play practical jokes, others don't believe everything they say, so maybe her parents were playing a practical joke on her. Another thing is the text says she was a bit grumpy because she was still catching up on the sleep that she lost during exam time. I know, again, using inference and from my experience, that exams are usually given in school, so she is probably in high school or college. The text states she noticed some cars that looked familiar in the parking lot, and as soon as she walked through the door, she heard surprise. Again, inference. If the cars are familiar, that means people she knows are in the restaurant. This makes me change my inference. If her parents wanted to meet her at the restaurant and other people she knows are there, then my guess that it is a surprise party. So your turn to practice. You're going to read the short text called 8 Differences Between Japanese and American Middle School. And then you're going to answer about 8 questions. Remember to use complete sentences and give text evidence about that text.